I'm here with new Georgia Tech head basketball coach Josh Pastner. You led Memphis to 4 consecutive NCAA tournaments. You're hired to rebuild the rich tradition of Georgia Tech. Now, let's not talk about your team right now, but moving forward, as you're able to recruit 2 and 3 years ahead, what do you want your Georgia Tech basketball teams to look like?
You know, Coach, the way that we kind of talk about it is everything we want to do is be in attack mode. We want to be able to create gaps and have great spacing. I mean, that's important. And so, we try to have things here on the floor where we want to play out of the corners, but we start usually coming down, playing in a, you have the 2 X's here and the 2 X's there to kind of have the spots and then to have spacing. We like to have 4 guys around the 3-point line, but spacing is important. But be able to creating gaps. Defensively, what do you want to do? You want to be in the gap. Offensively, you want to create gaps so you have an opportunity to attack.
And you're looking to play your big behind the defense some, looking to duck in, play above the rim, maybe set some ball screens.
Absolutely. And we always try to have our big behind the defense, and in that way it gives you an opportunity to kind of, we call it relocating and constantly moving, duck in opportunities, and then you're behind them so you have an opportunity to sprint and get the separation you can on ball screens.
So you're looking for long, athletic players, guys that can make plays and guys that can make shots.
Absolutely. Make plays and play above the rim and play fast and speed and get up and down the court.
Let's take a look at it. This is some old Memphis tape, but it'll give people an understanding of what you want Georgia Tech basketball to look like.
You see, it's important to me, player movement and ball movement. You don't want to give
spacing as well.
Spacing, and we didn't even have great spacing here. We had good spacing, but to have the player movement, ball movement, we don't want to give the ball a headache. We don't want to have our guys sitting on grass and then just killing the grass. We got to be moving. And I'm always talking cutting. I think that cutting hard is very important as well.
Cutting downhill,
cutting downhill,
hard,
just like you want to penetrate
type.
Downhill. Yes, everything's cutting downhill.
You got Big Shaq.
And Shaq's right there, and he actually should even be a step deeper more towards the baseline as well too.
And your front court guy maybe spaced out a little bit so you can drive and kick.
Even more to the corner there.
Behind the play.
And then you see here he has an opportunity to create a gap to drive it, and that's what we get.
Josh Pastner, the new head basketball coach at Georgia Tech, trying to recruit athletic players that can play freed up and attack.